Howdy, y'all. It's Frightman, and I am here to keep you spooktacular. Now, in a previous video where we reviewed the Pose and Stay skeleton, I challenged my viewers to try to guess if they could see what was in the Easter egg in that video. That's what we're doing today. You'll have to check out that video to see if anybody actually won. So, here we go. Today's video, we are doing Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah! Now let's take a quick look at the box. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface rotates in circular motion. Realistic moving chainsaw with audio. Stands 6 feet tall. And look at the blood on that saw. Now 90% of the animatronics that I have, they're monsters. You know, I like ghouls, I like werewolves, I like a lot of monsters. So this is a little bit out of my league, but I'm going to tell you, when I saw this at Spirit Halloween, and they should pay me, I've said their name so much in my videos. Of course, I love that store. $349.99, I saw him in the store and I was like, that dude is badass. Let's get to it. So the first thing is what's in the box. Of course, we have the chainsaw. Holy moly, that's a lot of parts. Oh my Lanta, here we go. Now that I have things spread out, I've come to a realization he's even larger than I thought he was. So let's get started. So first thing that goes down is his shoes, and they're going to slide on to the base poles pretty easily. The next thing that happens is we're going to go ahead and put his legs onto him. Now that we have his legs attached, the next thing is to install his pants. So with the pants pulled up, the next step is installing his torso, and the torso simply snaps into the leg poles themselves. On the torso is the control box. So with the side view, you can see that I have added a belly and a butt. So these guys are just wire frames that just hook right onto the torso mechanism here. And what they do is they keep the clothing from getting caught up in the motor piece here. And now it's time to give his torso a little bit of flesh. So this is a pretty large piece of felt here, and it has Velcro fasteners here on the back. So that's simply going to go over the wire frame, and we're going to Velcro it to the back. So with the chest plate installed, it's now time to put on the shirt and the jacket, which are actually all one piece. And as you can see, it is very large. So with the clothing attached, a few notes to tell you about. So remember, the clothing goes over the chest piece, the felt chest piece that we put on earlier. So in the back of the shirt, there's actually 2 strings that you tie onto the back. And that's just to hold the shirt around so that it doesn't come forward. And then it's also notable that the sensor is located right here in the center of the shirt. So there's a wire that has to go through the chest piece. There was a hole in that chest piece. In the back, you attach the wire to a wire corresponding on the control box. So now we're ready for the arms. The arms just hook onto the shoulder with little hooks here and simply go inside, hook them on. The right arm actually has a wire on it here. The wire will be attached to the inside of the shoulder, and this is what gives the chainsaw itself power. So I found the left arm very easy to put on with the hooks. The right arm was a little bit more of a challenge because you do have to put the wires from the shoulder into the arm socket there, and there's not a lot of give room, so you want to be really careful when you have that wire connected and you put that arm in. Just don't pull it too much. And next up is the tie. The tie is on an elastic ring that's just going to go around the collar of the shirt. So next up is going to be the head. The head simply has a male pole on it. There is a female socket up here in the neck, and really it just drops on. And when we do that, we're going to be able to take off this cafeteria netting off of the hair. So yeah, with that head on, you're starting to see he's starting to look pretty spooktacular. Hey guy, how about a chainsaw?
Yes!
That's right, that's all that's left. We're going to take the pole here, or the handle on the chainsaw, I'm going to slide it into a hole in the hand. The handle here will actually be Velcroed over here to the right hand. There's a piece of Velcro behind the right hand. There is a wire coming from the chainsaw and a wire coming from the hand, and those two will be connected as well. All right, so here's the deal. He's ready to kill. And I'm going to tell you, speaking of kill, I could have killed somebody trying to put that chainsaw on the right hand. It's pretty difficult. There's a piece of Velcro that you put the handle of the chainsaw into his hand, and you have to wrap the Velcro around. I could do a whole video on that, but I don't think you'd watch it. So anyway, the other thing that I would say is that at the end of the instructions, they tell you to put the power cord in. Now, we've already put the clothing on. We put a chest piece on. Trying to get my hand up in there and put the power cord on, woo! That was a nightmare. So if you build one of these, put your power cord on before you put all of that other stuff on. So with all that said, I would say that the build complexity on this is somewhere between a medium and a high. There's some challenging pieces, but take your time and it all goes together well. So he's ready to kill. So all in all, I'm going to give Leatherface a 10 out of 10. I know he's going to scare the heck out of some kids on Halloween night. If you like my video, click on my face down here to subscribe. And as I close, I'll say one of the best things is all this blood here on the blade. Oh. I do highly recommend that you unplug them before you get close to the blade. Until next time, my friends, stay spooky.